back to Dragon Age Origins. We are going to finish our quest for the ritual. And
it shall be done. What say you? Scavenger or intruder?
For this.
It is a tower no longer. And you there. Women do not fight. Now that is a problem. I will not, for 'twas not I who 'twas my mother, in fact. There is a...
You are required. There is a... And what of you? A statement that possesses...
They did not come to listen to your wild...
And why not? Take such...
Oh.
Alright, there is that quest. I need to turn in the flowers to the guy.
The Mabari's stable for now, but he looks better already. I'm sure he'd take... Let's give... Why not come back after the battle?
Nice. Almost completed. But before we talk to Duncan, again, just as before, we're going to take all of their stuff. They won't need it in a bit anyway. Because not only will they no longer be in our party, but they'll be dead. Spoiler alert, sorry. But this game has been out for
So you return from the wild.
So.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood I will not lie.
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe... I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew...
At last we come to the joining. We speak of...
I survived.
How
the
do you
other two
feel?
died.
Did you have dreams?
Take some time. When you're... The meat...
He's like, take some time. There's literally nothing to do but like sit on the table or follow him down. Now level up. I want to reach 28 magic. So I will next level up. So let's do that. Then let's save those for now.
And this is the recruit I met Then we should send our best.
You rely...
So he needs 2 grey war...
You'll need to cross the gorge and head... We will signal you when the time...
So the main battle is going to charge in, and Alistair's and I's job is to light a beacon so Logan and his men know to charge in. Because they're like fresh forces. Whatever. We'll watch this. It's just, I love the cinematics. They're just so beautiful. Just, fighting at night, right? That's just darkspawn come after once.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the... Oh.
Either have to cross it, otherwise we'll be on to the
We will prevail!
So you don't want to be hit.
Help me. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
It shall be done.
Very well.
I shall do it. It shall be done. It is begun.
Don't give them the advantage!
I shall do it.
And into the tower we go. I do want... I was saving up for this, but I actually want to see Mind Blast. I really like having that one. This guy crossed first.
shall be done. Very well. As you said. Shall be done.
Sustained a serious injury. I honestly should fix that, but I'm not going to. Because I know they're only temporary party members. They're with me in the tower, and that's it. So I am not going to fix that injury. He's just going to have a serious injury.
It is begun.
Maker's breath. What are these darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the horde? That wasn't right, because...
Should I think we're about halfway through?
There! More of the beats ahead!
It shall be done.
Come, let us end it!
Very well. It shall be done.
What do we do now?
Loot everything. Loot the bodies. Loot all the bodies. This one.
Logain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
Don't give them the advantage!
Do that.
Have some help items.
The darkspawn has sensed us!
It is begun.
That lever over there!
It is begun.
And the reason why I left that first battle to open doors that were in is because sometimes if the dogs are back, they forget they're supposed to be fighting and they just kind of stand in that first area. And I wanted their help with this next area too, so help the rooms. And now all the rooms are clear. It makes looting much easier. This section is very nice. And up the stairs we go.
Quickly, we must fight! Let's have at it! Come, let us end this! Glory!
Yeah, Alistair, you get that finishing blow.
It is begun. I shall do it.
find it quickly before it's too late.
Like the beacon.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
I'm not a fan of Lothering.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. So be.
Right, cool, that was a weird skip. I did not press a button for that. 'Cause, on one hand, he might have been able to either turn the tide of battle, or if there was more than he thought, cover the retreat of the surviving soldiers. On the other hand, though, there was a lot of people, so he might have just, because he pulled out, he saved the soldiers' lives. What happens next, though, however, is why I absolutely hate him. No questions asked, because that decision to pull out of the battle is kind of morally gray, depending on, you know, the information that he has. But what he does next is blame the Grey Wardens for the entire loss, and, not okay with that. That wasn't our fault.
I am Morrigan. How does your memory fare? Do you remember? Mother managed. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes, he is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I...
Thanks. Sweet 28. The Tempest. Fierce lightning storm that deals constant electricity damage. Friendly fire possible, except I'm in easy, so friendly fire doesn't happen. Let's get...
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Oh, this doesn't seem...
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not? If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should.
We need... the Archdemon.
It is... An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
By ourselves? I don't know. I know him. He's a good man. I still don't know if... So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and...
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Ward. Now, this... You heard me, girl.
Have I no...
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your...
Not...
You... They need... And you, Wardens. Do you understand?
Or if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide.
I just... Do you... I guess you're right.
I am so pleased to have your approval. Farewell.
Yes, I know.
Yay. Venture forth. There's the world map, and we are heading to Lothering.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
I think he was out there. He's not mangy.
Maybe it's meant to be. I want to name him... Or I don't... I want to say it's Sharton? Yeah, it is. It's the elven... There was an elf who marched along with, Andraste's exalted march against the Tevinter Imperium, and this is the elf that helped her. Nice. Now we got the door.
It shall be done.
Might as well. And he is weapon and shield. Let's go with that. And we'll continue on into Lothering. I do like how the map has the walking. It's fun. And then there's bandits.
Now is that any way to greet someone?
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperium. Not much. Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then.
Must not exhaust us alive.
We surrender.
It really
We're just
suits
trying
you.
to get by before the darkspawn get us all. Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. Yes, of course. The coins we collected. Bless.
Lothering.
Well. Right, very creepy. Forget
I can be...
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This?
I think what I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. I can give you directions, if you like. He'll be at Castle Redcliffe. If we head eastward, we would need to speak... If we speak to the first enchanter, he should... If we can go to Danarum, but then you have a plan.
Go off.
Yeah.
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with...
Fair enough.
Stop looking at me, mongrel. I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted?
Party banter.
You there. If you'll move on if you can. Lothering's lost. There simply isn't enough food.
Best luck. Almost back to where I was.
Greetings to you, milady. If it isn't... Nobody cares about a few elves like us.
Mother! Where are you?
He's this lost kid, or his mom is dead. Yeah, please let me talk to him.
Have you seen my mother? She said she'd be right behind. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Why not? Why would you? But she must be coming. I don't know. Maybe I should go home and look. Then what should I do? Are you really an elf? Thank you.
It shall be done.
Take these.
their minions. This minion is but the first of those. No, I have seen them. You cannot run. There is nothing to do. Are you?
He was right, wasn't he? You're right.
Your king is dead. There is no hope.
I did it too fast. He's still yelling.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
You ate my entire bag of herbs, you foolish dog. Do not think I am unaware of where it went.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies.
I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace. I am Sten of the better side.
There.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most. Death will be my atonement. Perhaps. What does the Blight? So, my people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Perhaps if you told...
A penitent...
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows. But what about my food? I said enough!
You might not want to go in. The tavern keepers let it... I hear they almost... You'd think those soldiers could...
So how is it? Survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south.
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad.
Well, look. They're more than that.
More enemies ahead! You cross our hands!
One.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting.
What do you want to tell him? I'll tell him.
I apologize for interfering. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana. I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's that, and the Maker wants me to go with you. What you do, what you are meant...
Damnation. Instead of Morgan, because Liliana tends to approve of my choices.
It shall be done.
Than Morgan does. By which I mean, I like to help people, and
it is begun.
Thinks it's a waste of time.
Very well.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said
he talked to everyone in the tavern.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe...
Back off.
Morgan doesn't like
you
being
there.
Involved.
You look able. Would you care to make a tiny... Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting... I'm not arguing anymore. Don't suppose you're looking... All right.
Before... stuff. I want to make sure. Because that, it takes it away from my bag if they're wearing it. Is this a two-handed sword? Oh, dang. I want him to use one hand. I didn't want that. Dang. Oh well. This is better. Yes. She has our 9s. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to read these numbers. Okay.
Those are sword, this is two-handed, okay. 12, okay, so I'm gonna keep the flat blade because I think Sten can use dude. And I guess I could keep these for Sten as well, but I'll just wait till I get more.
As you say.
I was like, I wonder if I can steal it right in front of him.
All right.
I can. Oops.
All right.
Now I'm just gonna sell it. Thanks.
It is begun.
Nice.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is... Yes, my lady? Who might you be? Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible. It is best you not linger, though. Just... Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? Indeed, they're gone. It's true. That's an impressive feat indeed. Will you accept a small reward for your efforts? If it interest... No, unless there's something else you need. They are. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travels...
Who? Alice.
Not...
Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear I expect you to take advantage of the Chantry's library and... Supposedly, the urn contains the ash. If you're... I intend to return to Redcliffe's... Maker's mercy. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar My mission takes priority. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. If Arl Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist. If nothing else, I am certain with...
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. A word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadow come. Those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Ugh, and another locked. Wait, Liliana. Please tell me you have lockpicking skills. She does. Wait, no, this is stealing. That's not lockpicking.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble.
My next
Let
playthrough,
all
I'm gonna be a
repeat
rogue.
the chant of light. Spell the darkness.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I do not recognize your companion. Greeting. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank. What can I do for you then? It might have been kind of... Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
Thank you, Your
Liliana proves. These are great.
Word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out.
Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? She's wonderful, isn't she? I came to ask for a blessing. With my family abandoning the farm to flee north, we'll need all the grace the Maker can offer. Well, good luck to you. I need to get underway. If I'm lucky, I'll make it back to the farmhold by nightfall.
And if you're not lucky, you'll be dead.
I hear you drove off those bandits. I hope they don't come back.
Okay. Once we're in the place that I left off. So almost there.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know.
Yes? Lothering? There are always people in Lothering, but many are just... Yes? Well, here I am. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows, when I talked about he cannot possibly have love for all. Thank you. Maybe I am wrong.
Hey now. There's nothing saying that a moron... Who's the cute and adorable puppy?
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priest... Set me free and I will follow you again. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed?
Just gonna keep the party I currently have. And there we are. We made it.
It shall be done.
We must not exhaust our supply.
Oh, there.
We must not let us go.
Sometimes you gotta keep an eye on Liliana's stamina, because she has sustained abilities that don't always
As you
turn
say.
off on their own.
No quarter shall be given. I'd like to be merciful. Don't give them the advantage. Watch out! Watch out!
I shall do it. It is begun.
It lasts a while. Still going.
What is it?
I shall do it.
Here.
Alistair. Use it. Use it. You know what? You can just hold on to some of those. I feel like you might need it more. Man, being a rogue is cool. I also, that is fun, where you get to play your companions too. They're not just AI. That is I must not have a quest for it. There should be a dead woman here.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
We must not exhaust our supply.
I shall do
I'd like to be merciful.
friendly fire on. No bodies to loot. Unfortunate. Well, they were either going to die by me or the darkspawn. They could have tried to flee, I guess, but too bad.
You do not seem a refugee. Are you part of the army?
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Alright, I'm going to see what quests these people have, and
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
yes, she needs a trap maker. None of my companions... No, you got poison making. None of us can make traps. This one, I think, is the one who needs herbs, which
You got a
can
bed for
do.
the night. You taken care of. Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Yay. I have a quest.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
She just needed,
It is begun.
I could do that for you.
She just needed some health potions and herbs, and I already have that. So we're good to go. Last one needs...
Oh, so he says the
This
mages
last
are...
one needs... he needs poison.
You're here about food. Take it up with that. I got other gear to sell. Oh, mess. Oh, I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half. You did? Well, I don't know what to say.
This minor magical charm catches the viewer's attention and distract. Ooh, pretty.
You're here about... I got other gear to sell. Check the chat. No, don't suppose you know anything about... I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock.
So Liliana has poison making. And I think it was the venom. So I need flasks.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I think he needs 3. I guess I could read the business. Farmer Bardlin wants to place poisonous traps about his farm to protect it from beasties and other trespassers. 3 flasks of venom should do the trick. Okay, so yeah.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Splendid! Yeah. Nope.
Got money. Oh. Is it bad of me to steal from a refugee?
On my way.
Some fellow in the tavern said that the darkspawn turned folks into ghouls.
What's a ghoul?
Something like an abomination, maybe.
Oh, well, that isn't good.
And that's, I think, everything I can do here. So I'm going to turn in request to the Chanter's board. Almost forgot to do that. Yeah, kind of disappointing.
Do you really know what's going on here? The Blight, the Civil War? I really wonder how much of it you understand.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Yes, gold.
As you say.
When bears attack, let's do that, and that lady's okay. This is a quest I needed for that lady over there.
These creatures have no true reason to fight.
As you say.
Of a character's base class. Each offers a unique set of advanced talents and benefits. Characters may have up to 2 specializations, with the first becoming available at level 7 and the second at level 14. But first, you need to find a trainer. But I can't choose any specializations yet, because I don't have a trainer. I do know Morrigan will teach me shapeshifting. And I think I'll get Wynn. But I think she can teach me another specialization, but I don't know how to learn those others. We'll find out, right?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Nice. The thing about chanters in their quests is they can only speak in the language of the chant. Like, yeah, that's it. That's all they get. let's do... And that's it. That's all we can do for Lothering. So we'll be on our way. Moving on to the next place, I get to choose where to go. So we have the treaties. We can talk to Earl or go straight to Lothering. I would like to probably confront Lothering last or closer to the end because I really want to heal the Arl first. Al Eamon, whatever.
It shall be done.
And then,
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged. The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Samuel. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
It shall be done.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
alright, off we go. Let's go.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Ready, camp. So we can talk to our party members and try to increase their approval. For me, I really like to have their approval up high. I don't like making people upset, so this is a section of the game where I save and load a lot, trying to choose the correct dialogue options. I think I'm gonna try it without doing that. I do know Sten has a dialogue loop, actually, that my sibling found, where you can get 100% approval just right here. But I don't know what that loop is, so we'll see if I can find it or not.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. As for the truth, my family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now. 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Ferry, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I love him.
Enchantment!
I do believe I have some rings. Is this the only thing I can... Ooh, wait, I think... Oh yeah, including those currently equipped can be upgraded by enchantment. as long as you also have runes available. So yeah, that's the only one that can.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Do you have a backpack? Yes, you do. Want it? 90 spaces now. Uncrushable pigeon. Miss Pigeon coos happily, apparently comfortable in the knowledge that no force could ever crush it. Butterfly sword. Oh, I love that. So he has a bunch of gifts, which makes sense because he's literally in the camp. Nice. We'll leave that for now. Morgan's over here. Doesn't feel like she belongs. Sten, Alistair, Liliana. We're gonna talk to Sten. Alright.
Why are we stopping? There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight. No. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty. I am. Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did. The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. No, I didn't. Yes. There is no point to this. We are keeping the darkspawn waiting. As you wish.
Just +2. What is...
Yes. I am hardly surprised. To answer a question. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here. The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari. Why do you? Exactly. You don't ask, nor do I. The Arishok sends me and I go. A portion of it. Why do you? Exactly. You don't ask, nor do I. The Arishok sends me and I go. A portion. Why do you? Exactly. A portion of... Why do you? Exactly. A portion of it. Why do you? Exactly. You don't ask, nor do... Parshera. Was there anything else?
Oh no. Oh no.
I am hardly surprised. No one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchant... You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked thing. Yes. We have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied. Shall we move on? Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on.
He approves 98, so I needed like one more.
You are not... That is unexpected. You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. You'll get over it. Eventually. I have wondered that myself. It is one of the many things I find puzzling about your behavior. What is there to be puzzled by? I'm a simple creature. I like swords. I follow orders. There's nothing else to know about me. As I said, you're not as callow as I thought. In any case, we should go now. As you wish.
Okay. Morrigan's approval is lower than anyone else's, but I have improved early on this bit because I, donated to the Chantry there. I guess I should talk to. Right over here.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Oh, I truly doubt that children would be worth the effort. They are filthy, smelly things full of tears and snot and trouble. That said, I cannot speak for the tastes of my mother. She has, after all, lived a very lengthy time in the wilds and done many things I know nothing of. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
I don't know.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I'm shocked that you think so, being a mage of the circle as you were, but perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
Maybe a little, but yes.
I thought so. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Heck yeah, +8. Let's go.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
+2.
What do you need? Ask away. Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills. Well, it wasn't an easy life, you know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I'm not exactly the Chantry type. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky. I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I would never... I wouldn't. He was a good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Only +1? Dang it. Well, we can head out then. Actually, I'm going to end it there. And when we get back, we'll head to the world map and see which quest we take first. I'm thinking about heading to the mages in the Circle Tower first. And then probably to Redcliffe after that. From there, I don't know. Maybe... I feel like probably elves and then dwarfs, but... let's just focus on getting those mages. Until next time, eat well, sleep well, remember to drink water.